Hi, I'm Cash, and welcome to Cash Talks Football, where I break down goals scored for and against in the Premier League, give my technical analysis from my over 20 plus years coaching experience all over the world, and hopefully you can learn something, either be a better coach or a better player, take what I teach you into your Sunday league side, into your senior football or whatever you do, or maybe you just do it to be a better coach, or just chat down a pub and say you know more about something than someone else does. And also willing to help others if anyone needs any. So here we go, right? We're looking at Burnley against Nottingham Forest, Premier League edition. Right now, he's just taking the ball over this guy's head, but there's so much to talk about and positively on both of this game because there's a lot of good football going on. What happens when you have two teams of the same ilk? And I mean rubbish in the Premier League standards, not rubbish at football, but in Premier League standards. Sometimes there's one or two things that happen. Either both teams cancel each other out, or you can get some good football. You've got some good passages of football in this game. So let's move it on and to show what I'm talking about here. Boom. Nice little chest. He's off to the races. He's kind of caught out of position, but look how stretched the back four is. That's just awful. Okay, so this is one of my big bugbears about morons. See this guy here out here marking? There's no reason for that whatsoever. He needs to be right here. The fact that that's an issue means they don't know why he's out there. They don't know anything about football. It's just terrible. The reason why is because the ball is on this side of the field, and the only time that this guy's going to get the ball, unless he Harry Potters it over here, so that means he has all the time in the world for him to leave this point to cover again over here. That is just too wide and that is just awful. You need to be a little bit closer. Not that it makes any difference to what's going on. I just hate it when people are out of position by 5 yards. It's awful. Well, let's move on. Let's move on. Bosh. Now this is a foot race. The commitment needs to be in. Who's going to win? The defender or the attacker? Off you go. Now also, you can see these two guys are going for it. You as a defender here, you need to be going, right, my mate's going for it. I need to back him up. If he wins it, great. If he doesn't, I'm there to cover for him. Let's see if he does that. That's what the situation is right now. Even if you're faster than this guy, you still need to give him the opportunity to see what's going on and be there ready to cover if he makes a mistake. Bosh, off he goes. Does he do that? Nope. What he does is he goes to pressure the ball. So what ends up happening, he yells that it's his football, right? So he ends up coming to cover, and the guy that should be running for it doesn't. Let's see what happens next. Boom. Oh, look. The guy that should be covering gets beat with a fantastic touch. I'm going to show you how good this touch is in a minute. Right, this is just bad defending from Nottingham Forest. Buff goes around him. Brilliantly well done, young man. Puts it across the box. Now you know that's a tap in. You're looking at it and going, oh, I can score that. Right, the reason why guys watch football, right, genuinely, is because every single person that watches the football goes, I can do that. Every single person goes, I can score that. That's why we watch it. One thing I think that's amazing in this game is, have a look up here. On the big screen, you can see them watching the game as it's going on, like a couple of seconds behind. It's kind of brilliant. Sorry. Off we go. Bosh, this guy does a great touch. It's obviously a set-up touch. He clearly isn't terrible. Yeah, he is. He's terrible at football. Missed it with his left foot. Completely screwed it right up. Missed his opportunity to be a hero. But thankfully, someone else on his team was. Right, here we go. Bosh coming in. Bosh. Boomf. Finish. Great strike. Well done, wee man. Well done. Fantastic strike. Set up, though, by them defending incorrectly, making the wrong choices, and a great touch from the winger. I'm going to show you that again. I'm going to show you it on another angle because it's much better on the other angle. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about right here. This guy here is closest and he has to run with him. This idiot that's coming over and shuts down this space, he causes the goal. He doesn't know what he's doing, right? And I'm going to show you why right now. So if he holds his space, this guy, let's say this guy gets beaten here. This guy still has to come towards him. He has to come towards him because he's here, near the middle of the field, and that's where he wants to play the football, right? Let's watch this as it goes forward. What he does, though, as he starts running, he's sprinting over here to cover instead of sprint. So let's just draw the line. He's sprinting this way instead of this way and not trusting his mate to cover. So let's see what ends up happening as we move this forward. Right, let's go forward. Bosh. All of a sudden, he stops because he sees his mate coming. Roar! Instead of his mate being here. This is where he should have been, which would have been his straight line run. he would have been on a straight line run, continuing down here and pressuring. So what this guy does is basically takes this guy out of the game of football because he's not going anywhere near here and there's no way he can get back in here and cover. Absolutely no way. It's ridiculous. There's no possible way whatsoever. So let's watch what happens next. Bosch, as he goes, look, here's that touch. This is how good that touch is. Beats him. Bosch takes both of them out of the play because this guy in the middle here is a muppet. Great touch from the wee man. Bosch knocks it across. There we go. That's how bad and simple the defending is. He cuts out the guy running. Let's just show you one more time. He cuts the guy out here, makes this guy irrelevant, comes over to cut out the ball. Can't do it because he's given him the space to play the ball into. If he stayed into the space, even if this guy gets beat, there's no space because he's waiting in the space for him. He doesn't get that. Let's get on to the next goal. Here we are, boys and girls. We're looking at the next goal. The guy's about to chip it in. He's about to do a little weeby donkey. I still love the fact you can see the game on the big screen behind. It's fantastic. So, here we go. Plays the ball in. Bob, off it goes. This is the advantage of having a striker. See, everyone's going to focus on this strike. Don't get me wrong. Hudson-Odoi, fantastic strike. We're not taking it away. Anything away from him. Brilliant. But the hold-up play from the other guy is absolutely fantastic. And it's going to be overlooked because of Hudson-Odoi strike. It really will. But his hold-up play here is brilliant. Watch this. Boom, boom, boom. Reads the ball, sees it, holds it up, knocks it down. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. He makes the time and space by getting the defender behind him, holding the ball, controlling it on his chest, and laying it off to his teammate. That will be overlooked because this strike is so good. That is a fantastic bit of football. Well done, young man. Well done. Then we have this. A shift out to the side. Great little burst of energy there. And then this happens. Bush. Can't beat it. Whacks it in. Brilliant. Great goal. Great goal. Two good bits of play there. The hold-up play and the banging it into the net. Overall, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I'll see you next time on Cash Talks Football.